Hi, thanks for watching my video on visiblebanking.com. Today, we're in Singapore, and I'm delighted to spend some time with Pablo Armendariz, Head of Innovation at Caja, Navarra.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Pablo?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you.
Good. We're at the Retail Banking Innovations event organized by VRL, and we are both speaking. You were introducing the civic banking, so your approach to banking, which is very innovative in the industry. Could you please tell us more about it?
Yeah, well, hello, good morning. I'm pleased to tell you what is the story behind Caja Navarra, one of the most innovative approaches, I would say, in positioning within the banking industry. We are a saving bank in Spain. 4 or 5 years ago, we decided to change a bit the rules of the market. And then we launched civic banking, which is based on giving rights to consumer, to our clients, and duties for us as a bank, which is quite, different within the banking industry. We launched that supported on the decision of our customers to apply the money we dedicate to social work, which is around 30% of our net profit. Last year was 50 million euros. And together with that, we have another 4 rights, which are to inform our customer how much money they are earning, or we earn within the bank with them, to be informed where this money is applied by the organizations where they decided to put the money behind, and also the right to do some voluntary work within some of the projects in the platform that has more than 2,700 projects, and also the right to be as a banker, because the last right we launched is the right that our customers decide where do we invest the money they gave us in savings. Well, that is more or less the approach, which is very, very unusual. That is what we call civic banking.
You involve people, so you ask for their feedback, and they help you prioritize and invest in specific areas. How do you do that? Can you explain and focus on 2 things? The branches, which are the heart of your strategy in terms of interacting with people.
Yeah.
Going beyond banking and providing other activities.
Yeah.
And as well as online, because I know recently you relaunched your homepage and your website.
Yeah. Because of this different approach, our branches are the spaces where our customers, live on what we are telling them. So branches are used by them in the way they want. They are very open spaces where they have activities like surfing on the internet or having a coffee, apart from the typical banking activities or book crossing. We also have some conferences and activities for non-clients or non-customers outside the normal timetable of the banking. Is the way we approach communities where we are not in, and we have just launched a branch. We've also relaunched our webpage, and it's much more focused on this idea of creating communities between the projects and the people, between the companies and the projects, and mainly between all these sources and us in between that.
So can you clarify the kind of workshops you organize? So it's aside banking, so it's can you give us a few examples of activities?
Yeah, well, apart from the normal time table of a branch where you do the normal banking stuff, once a week we have activities out of that, where normally either one artist from the area where the branch is located or an artist we bring from another places, for example, a storyteller, or it could be also a clown for children, or any activity that you can imagine that is offered to the clients that live within the neighborhood, or non-clients also. So at that moment we don't do any banking activity, but they approach us, and that is the way we know what are their thoughts, their needs, and then we inform them. The way where we approach them is completely different to another bank.
It's all about, again, engaging with people. It's about customer advocacy, being transparent. I love the term you use that in your presentation, because that's all about, again, the new type of banking, and people's expectations are around transparency. What do you do online? And your new website is more focused on video. There's loads of rich media.
Yeah.
To explain, I guess, the concept, you said there was a challenge to educate people about the rights.
It is based on interaction. We know actual consumers, our clients. What they are looking for is interaction with us, and for us to be able to solve their needs. So, most of things you will see on the web page is based on video, and also we have, for example, 800 blogs where our projects and our clients, get relation and explain what they are doing with the money they have applied one to the other ones. So that is mainly thing. About transparency. Transparency for us is very, very important. We are the only bank and probably the only company in the world that's telling our customers how much money we make with each of them. We send them one letter per year where you explain them, and we have the simulator within the web page where you can take your positions in another bank, and we will tell you how much money your bank is doing with you. With that, knowing that, you will know how much money you will apply within the Caja Navarra project if you will be with us working.
It's pretty rare, yes. The first time I've heard about that. But in terms of social media, visible banking is around social media, customer interaction, customer advocacy. You talked about 800 blogs. How does it work, and how much of a challenge was it to introduce blogging? Was it a problem internally, the concept of letting people share or comment or post things online on your website, or?
Yeah, well, the main issue when you face this type of approach is convincing internally that what you are doing is, is the future.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's, starting to be, but it will be, as we think that will be the future for banks. So that was one of the main issues. But based on the transparency that we are trying to transmit, everything has to be like that. So blogs are free, and people do express themselves there. So what we do is we are in the middle providing with the solutions.
The platform to communicate and to express themselves. And do you moderate it? How does it work? Yeah. Just vaguely
No, just we are a vehicle that we take
okay.
And just we introduce the ideas as well as the photos, explanations on how the project is going, etc.
And people comment freely, and they share their advice.
That's much more visual, I would say, much more closer to consumer.
No, it is, and that's what banks should do, but it's still very sensitive in the banking industry. People That's great. That's the way forward. In terms of innovation, can you describe your role and your responsibilities? You're traveling a lot. I know you're meeting a lot of community banks.
Yeah.
Probably to share your experience and try to gather new ideas.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to meet people, I've got quite a lot of readers, even community bank. What would you tell them, or probably everybody, but
what I'm doing, because we do believe that innovation is something that is all within our work. So it's not only something focused on technology, which normally is the way we face it, but innovation for us is the way we approach it, and we get new people type of profile. Innovation is also genetic in terms of us to asking the needs of our customers and then developing products to be able to match them.
Mm-hmm.
Innovation is also a very open source. So I'm traveling around the world looking for best practices in terms of banking, but not only community banking, but also in terms of products or relations. So any outstanding idea in terms of any bank in the world, where I will go, I will search, and I will talk with them, trying to explain what we are doing and trying to get the best of what they are doing. That's what I'm doing.
And you do a lot of public engagement. Can you tell us your lineup for the future events you're gonna speak at, just to promote the next, I don't know, 1 or 2 events? Going to Amsterdam, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are in the main forums in terms of innovation, because it's basic for us to explain our approach, and it's not very simple. That is the reason of the web, and that is the reason also I'm traveling, trying to explain how we do it. So next meeting in Amsterdam, I think, is the 20th of November, and it's based on innovation, new ideas and approaches within Europe, and I will be there also.
And you're traveling to the US to Asia, to Europe on a regular basis. So,
I'm trying the bank to open the eyes and to see, worldwide what is more interesting.
And you're an ambassador for Caja Navarra as well.
You could say that.
Good. Well, but thanks a lot for this focus. Do you want to add anything else on your product, your approach, your innovation?
No, I would like you to go into www.can.es and see there what we are doing, because it's a very different approach.
I was amazed when I saw the first time the new version. Yeah, lots of videos everywhere. It's embedded in a smart way as well.
Yeah, you need a broadband, but I mean, that is going to be in everybody's hands in just a few times. So.
Indeed, yeah. Well, congratulations for that. We'll keep in touch anyway, and we'll see you on digital banking soon. Thanks, Pablo. Gracias.